CBC News reached Egwilla in a Mediterranean country where he's in hiding, he says, after receiving death threats from fundamentalist groups in Libya, including Islamic State. He denies knowing the bomber or his family.
I never knew them, and I challenge the whole world to show any proof, whether through Facebook, phone calls, photographs, video, or anything else that proves me wrong.
Egwilla has preached in favor of Sharia law in Libya, but he's also being denounced by Islamic State as a supporter of democracy. And he was targeted in an assassination plot by Madkhalis, followers of a fundamentalist Saudi cleric who, like ISIS, have destroyed ancient shrines and manuscripts and who consider voting to be heresy.
I'm against extremism, and I spoke out against the Islamic State. Some accuse me of holding extreme views like the Islamic State. At the very same time, the Islamic State is pursuing me.
Egwilla says he left Libya in late 2016 after the kidnap and murder of this colleague, Nader al-Omrani. CBC News looked into those events and found some support for Egwilla's claim. In a taped police confession, one of Omrani's killers said the murder had been ordered by Madkhali leaders and that Egwilla's name was also on the list. Even before Manchester, Egwilla had already been flagged by Canada for preaching jihad, as in these videos from 2014. He says he wasn't preaching jihad against the West, but calling on others to join a movement called Libya Dawn to fight against what he calls Gaddafi regime remnants.
I fled Libya out of fear of Gaddafi, and it was Canada that received me. I'm grateful to Canada. Yes, I spoke, but I spoke only about Libya. I never called for jihad outside Libya.
Egwilla has harsh words for the Manchester bomber.
The UK opened its doors and welcomed people from overseas the way Canada did, and we should be grateful and show respect in return. What Salman Abedi did was wrong. In fact, he did Islam nothing but harm.
Egwilla points out that his jihad against the Gaddafi regime was also backed by NATO and Canada.
Canada was obviously a part of the mission to support the Libyan revolution, but at the same time, individuals kind of doing this on their own is a concern. The government doesn't want Canadians to basically go overseas and start recruiting for themselves and engaging in these kinds of things because there's no telling where they're going to stop.
Nonetheless, Egwilla says he has every intention of returning to Canada to clear his name with the government. And as a citizen, he has every right to do that. But in the meantime, he also knows he could be a target for arrest by other governments or perhaps even a drone strike. Evan Dyer, CBC News, Ottawa.